Okay, so today, we'll go through, we'll talk about Jira. Okay, so Jira is also a test management tool. So, you have learned on Rally, right? You have done all these test cases and defects in Rally. Here, it's a same, it's a similar tool. Okay, it's not same, similar tool like Rally, but this is a different company. Okay, different company that's from Atlassian, and this is Rally is from CA Technologies. Okay, and we also have the HPLM that will be tomorrow. That is a different company, of course, Hewlett Packard. Okay, so these are all test management tool. Since you are not, as a QA tester, QA analyst, you are not using many tools, right? You'll be only using one tool, that is, test management tool. Okay, but you'll be, based on your responsibilities. If you are using ETL, then of course you'll be using a lot of tools. One, of course, one ETL tool, and one, Unix. You'll be also using Unix, or sometimes you have 2-3 things. So SQL developer, you also will be having SQL developer. Same time, you will also have the code access. So you'll be using a lot of tools. But QA, you'll not be using a lot of tools. Okay, so only one tool, that will be test management tool. Okay, so let's quickly go through this. So I'll be giving you access to this. Okay, you can go ahead and understand this. It's I mean, you don't have to know this completely, but it's good to know. Once you just have a look, how do you work on this, and how do you actually use this tool. Okay, then you can have a better idea that how these tools are. Okay, so this is so once you log in into Jira, so this is Jira. Okay, and you log in into Jira. This is the dashboard. So this is actually the dashboard. You can change this dashboard. Okay, as per you can go ahead and you can create your own dashboard. It's not an issue. Here you have this activity. What's going on with this? How many defect surveys? What user studies has been. So this gets updated. Based what team you are doing. Okay. The similar way you can add a number of dashboard here. You can add what defects you want to show up, what user stories people are working on, show on your dashboard. Okay, you can do this. Okay. And also you can add that one. So okay, so you do not worry about this dashboard. This is just for viewing. Okay. So that is one thing. So okay, so let me tell you about this Jira. So this actually Jira is it's a powerful tool. Actually, you can do a lot of things, but you need to know a lot of things in this. Okay, so because this is it's a little complicated. Okay, because this Jira has its own SharePoint. Okay, it has its own SharePoint. So we'll be using this SharePoint that is called Confluence. Okay, that's called Confluence in this. So how do you get that? So this is Jira. This is not a Confluence. This is Jira. And if you want to go there, go ahead and click on this. Okay, once you click on this, you have these two apps, Jira and Confluence. So we are in this Jira access. Once you go to the Confluence, so as I told you, Confluence is like a SharePoint. Okay, it's like a SharePoint where you actually create your own, create your files. You want to create your files, or you want to look at this. Some people have already created So let's see. This is kind of space, space for creating, documents. Like if you want test plan document, test strategy document, all these documents you need to share with the team, right? So that's the reason you use this Confluence. Okay. Um, this is little bit, complicated because it's not user friendly actually, to be honest. But we'll go to this. Let's go here. This is, since we have this recently worked on, so I'm using that. But really, it's not the way to use this. But okay. Now, if you have this, so you want to navigate this, go to the file list. Okay, this is a page tree, but you see this, this didn't came up until you press, until you click on this. So it's a little bit complicated because I don't really get why this was not shown up here. This was supposed to shown up here, right? But I don't know why they made that way. But they are showing here that is in the dashboard, and click on this. When you click on this, you get this page tree. Okay, once you get on the page tree, go ahead and click on file list, so where your files are stored. Okay, so this is the files. Okay, here you can drop, drag and drop your file. You can put your test plan document. You can put your test strategy, test cases. Test cases not really required here, but here you can put all your files here. Okay, so these are the files. Okay, so I mean, this is supposed to be the moment you start this, but this is, you see this page doesn't show up here. It's supposed to be here actually. Here it's supposed to be, because but it's showing up in recently visited, and you can go ahead and click on recently. Although I'll be giving you that URL, so you just follow that, the URL, and based on that, just create these files, just like people have created right here. They have uploaded the test plan. So you can also upload the meeting notes. So what you have daily, the Scrum meeting, right? If you have the Scrum meeting, you have this product, planning session, grooming session, sprint retrospective, and all these things you have, right? You can create meetings notes here, and just you see the page, a page tree where you can go ahead and click on note, create meeting notes, and you can create here. Okay, even you can do that. And so this is not really you will be doing, because meeting notes are prepared by Scrum Master. Okay, and they will be taking care of this. Some guy or some person will be looking at it, and they will be putting the notes here. And if you want product requirements, whatever the requirements is, okay, you can add it here. You can put your requirements. So this is done by this product owner. Okay, they can add this. So this is basically documents. What you're doing here, you're actually putting the documents. Why are you putting documents here? Because the whole team has to know. I mean, the whole team, whoever is working with you. Okay, Scrum Master, product owner, other testers, developers, and all people who are working should know what's going on. Okay, what's going on with the project. So that's the reason you're putting here. Okay, this is called Confluence. Okay, it's SharePoint. Okay, sprint retrospective, again, you can put it here, create retrospective, and so all this is listed here. So whatever you want based on, on the meeting, or based on, you can just click on here, and, and you can view this. Okay, there's any decision log, you go ahead and click on decision log. Okay, what are the decisions are being made, all those things. So this is Confluence. Okay, so any questions in this? So I mean, to navigate this, right? you really need this. I mean, this page tree is not really showing up when you actually log in. So you need to go to recently worked on, recently worked on, and click on this Confluence. So QA, no, let's do this. Save this. Okay, so here you put the information, who is the lead designer of this, and what is the epic story for this, and document status. You want to put a document status. You need to do. I want to put this in review. Okay, and save it. Okay, so this document sheet is in review. So who is the lead designer? Who is the lead developer? Who is the lead tester? And once you do all this, so this is for test planning. Okay, so whenever you're trying to do, and go ahead and click on publish. Okay, good. Now we have successfully changed this. So you can go and click on this and add files here. Once you go here. Okay, so here you see this. So you are actually navigating this, this folder. So everything, whatever you're trying to do, should be here. Okay, go ahead and click on file list, and you can create your own file. Put the title towards the description and upload that file. Okay, so this is about SharePoint. Any questions? So again, okay, so let me repeat it again for people who were not listening, nor was not paying attention. So what is this? This is a Confluence. It's a SharePoint. Okay, why do we need this? We need this because we need to share across the team. Okay, for other developers, testers. Okay, so that's the reason you need this. Okay, and now you cannot go manually give them hard copies, right? So that's not a good idea. So you always put in here so that everyone can view this and they can download it whenever approved, whatever as per their requirement. Okay, so that's the reason you need this. Okay, and but again, you need to get access for this. This is not readily available. Once you go into the project, you need to request access for the SharePoint, and then once you get the access, you can be able to navigate here. Okay, so. And what you do with this SharePoint, you upload documents, test plan document, test strategy document, test cases, of course, not really required because you're using a separate, different thing for that. Okay. Normally, if you're using Jira, so that goes with Confluence. Okay. So that means if the company who is using Jira will also use the same, Confluence normally, but not every time. Sometimes they use Rally and sometimes they use Confluence. That's up to them how they want to use it, how they want to organize it. But yeah, okay. So let's go back to. So that was about Confluence. We're talking about this Confluence, how to attach the documents online. Okay. So this is Jira. Once, so again, to navigate this Jira, you need to go ahead and click on this dashboard button, and you can click on Jira, and here you go. This UI is completely different. Now let's see. You have this dashboard. You can add this new dashboard. Projects. This shows which projects you're working on. What are the projects there? Here we have only two, but there will be more than this. Okay. So you can have a lot of options if there is any software or service desk. Let's say you want to create a ticket, ticket for the people who are like, sometimes you want to create this ticket. Sometimes there's an issue. You want to request data. You don't have data. They want to request it separately for a different team. Then you go with service desk. So if they have anything in business, So this is the option. So these are not really available for testers, but just to have an idea, you can look at this. But really, it's not. as a tester, you will not have all this access. This is for business people or higher level access. Okay. Issues, this is where you open defects. Just like, if you want to compare this with Rally, you can do that. This is, similar to Rally. So here it's easy, pretty much. You're using this user story. Here you want to navigate this, but here, this is the issue. Issues are like something which is defects. Okay, that's what we are talking about. Okay, so these are the defects. And boards, you can use this board. Okay, so here one good thing about this Jira is, you can create anything. You can create epic, you can create requirements. Okay, again, it requires access level. You can create bug, you can create test cases, you can create tasks just for one button. Okay, just one button, that is create. So this is only button is required to create anything. Okay, to create anything which is available. Okay, but it's really not in the case like Rally, but this is good. Just one button, that's what you need to remember, create. Let's click on create. So once you click on that, okay, now you want to define this, which project here really it's required. Okay, these are the 2 projects here. Okay, and you want to add this, which project you're working on, which one it is. Okay, and issue type, what exactly are you trying to create? Are you trying to create improvement, new feature, bug, or epic? Okay, so epic is is also requirement. Okay, but depends how the company wants to use. Okay, improvements is, again, it's a feature, new feature, and they want to improve it, fix some defects. Okay, and bug. Okay, and the task, of course. Task can anyone create, so they have their own task to do. So as a tester, let's create task. Okay, let's try to create task. And somebody, we want to create a task for functional testing for GMO Online, and you can go ahead and click on that. And description, again, it's a similar way, right? What you're doing here, just like similar thing what we are. Want to see this? You can put it same, functional testing. So let's say you're doing functional testing. Let's say here we are doing like acceptance testing. Okay, we want to set as a priority, so we'll go just to medium and click on create. Okay, now since you already created this task, let's see what's going on here. So we created this, go to the navigate to the project. So we just we don't know where we have created, so we want to see this exactly where actually it was created, because it just opened it and closed. We don't even know where it was created. So we want to go to navigate to the projects. Oops, it's created in this. So which project did we create? We created in so let's see what the issues. Okay, good. So this is what we created. Okay, so let's see this. There you go. This is what we created, but really I don't want into this project. This project is a little bit different. Okay, so I want to change this. So you can do that. You can change the project, because this task, right? You can do in almost every year. You can change the project too. Okay. Oops. Okay, here we don't have. Okay, you don't have option here. the reason this is disabled because you have this user story linked with it. Okay, so you need to remove this user story to change this project. Okay, so that makes sense. But here, you can change the project too. Okay, because this is a different project and I don't want to do this project. So what I want to do is go ahead and click on edit. Once you go into the edit, so this is the task. Okay, so you want to put all the information here, how much time will be required, then how much to remaining attachment, if you have any attachment, due date, of course, 23rd. Show is consistency not required. This is, oh, we have so many. Okay, so let's put this. And this is the assigning. That means who is the tester, who will be working on this task. Okay, and if you have any blocking issue, just like we have this blocked, so you can also have this, option like if it is blocked or if it is cloned, and you can add some information why it is blocked, and if there's epic, can do that. But really, I was not able to find this project to change this. So click on update. So, oh, yeah, drop that. There's a problem here. Okay, so we cannot really directly, assign the different project to this. So if you want to assign it, now you need to go ahead and close this and create a new one to assign it to a different project. Okay, so we'll just keep it here just like this. Okay, now let's just put this accept this just to. Okay, and now you want to change this to do. Okay, so status is to do. Okay, that means submitted status. You want to change this in review. Okay, once it is in review, oops. Okay, so you have here different options. Okay, just like you have this like here. It is invalid. You have this option, right? Move to defined, in progress, completed. A similar way you have here. So from to do, you need to change it in progress, and from in progress to in review. Okay, in review is something which you're working on. Okay, and here also you can have an option to attach a screenshot or any attachment here. And if you want to comment, you can go ahead and comment like what the task is all about and what it has to do. You can do that. So that's about the task. Okay, here you can write the test cases here itself. Okay, normally this is a third party. See, here's the thing, right? For Jira, there will be a third party where you can use a different tool to write your test cases. Okay, let's try this. So this is really not working. So here actually, it's a little bit complicated because here you don't have option to write test cases. Unlike here, Rally is easy. Here there's a separate for task and separate for test cases. But really here you don't have something like that. So we can use a different tool to write the test cases. So this is really not user friendly to use this. So we'll just not worry about this. Okay. let's just not worry on this because this is not really so user friendly. So let's close this. Okay, so what we'll do here is for now we'll just write our test cases inside this task. Okay, normally you can use this third-party tool. Okay, like sometimes they use there are like different third-party tools you can use. But here we'll just add it right here. Or you can also do is you can attach whatever the test cases. Let's see. I have some test cases. Okay, so let's say you have this some of the test cases, right? So this is the test case for ETL, it's not a QA. Okay, QA we have already written, right? So this is kind of ETL test cases, and let's see if if you can we'll just put it here. You can do this. Just put it this. You can do this is one option. Okay, just putting the test cases here. You can do that. Whenever you want, you can view this test cases by opening this document. Okay, that is one thing. And let's see. Or you can write test cases right from here. Let's put as name test cases, and there are only two things, right? What you are giving the input and what is the expected result. Actual result is only generated once you execute the test cases, right? So let's say let's try a few of them. So use this target. So let's use, we did for Chrome, right? Let's use for Safari here. Safari browser and hit enter. Okay, the same way you can continue right here, you can continue here. Click on same thing, you can do that. Okay, and expected. Online address page. Okay, so similar way you can write your test cases right here. If you don't, otherwise, you can attach it as an attachment. Okay, as we did. So this is not M. M is actually M is months, and W is weeks, and D is days, and H is hours. Okay, so we'll just put as H, that is 10 hours. Okay, and linked issue, there is no issue. So just leave it blank and save, update. So this is how you can create your own test cases in Jira. Okay, so I mean this is not proper way to do it because you will be using at least third-party tool. Like as I told you, like you know you have this Sentry. You can write the test cases there and this get updated here itself, and you can you can execute that. For some, they use third-party tool for Zephyr. They use some plugin. So this normally is called plugin. Okay, you can plug in here, and this all this test cases will be uploaded here. Will be shown up here. Okay, so that is one way to doing. Other way, if you didn't find any plugin or you don't know what you are doing, so you want to write the test cases here itself. Okay, you can write it here, or it's not really necessary. You can upload here in this as Excel format, and you can upload here, and you can put all the information or it's showing up here. Oops. This is okay. So this is how you can write. Okay, go to serial number. So this is an Excel. Okay, test case ID, description, expected result, actual result, and status. Okay, so you can put it right here in the Excel and upload it into this. In this Jira. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? So this is about task. Okay, you can create task, and once you will be having bunch of issues for this project. Yeah, just like you have this IATT4, right? Okay, so this is actually a short form, for this IT America testing team. So IATT, 4, and if you create more, the number gets increased, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, you can do that. So let's quickly check in different projects actually. So let's quickly show you. This is this. You have this icons explaining what these are doing. Okay, so this is a sidebar here. When you have this plus icon, you see this green with plus icon is actually a feature request. That means it is a request from product owner or whoever is responsible. That means they are requesting a new feature in this project. That's the reason it is shown into plus. Okay, and you have this tick mark. That means that's a task. That is a task. Now this task can be anyone. Okay, this can be from the developer point of view or tester point of view. But here, since we are working as a tester point of view, this task is created for this project as a tester point of view. So here's the thing. And the red color, the red icon showing here is a bug. So that's a defect. And you can navigate this by clicking on this and get more information, what's happening here, who are doing here. Okay, so people have attached in some of this information here. Okay, you can view here, or you can also comment here, what you're trying to do, and we want to do some information to developer. Okay, so this is the thing we are doing. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, and again, if you want to create any task, any feature request, or any bug, you can create just by one button. So you just create, that's it, just one button here. Or you have an option here, you can create an issue. You can do that. Okay, so here you can create. You have an option here too. The best part of this option here is actually this gets created inside the project. You're working on inside the project, right? Here you are specifying here the project. Okay, so you're specifying. So that's the only difference. Okay, and okay, so that's one thing. Any questions so far? So this actually, has a different layout, unlike Rally. This has a different layout. This has sidebar. The complete left sidebar actually shows the project, and the beside that left sidebar, you have one more sidebar that is shows the issues. Now, issues can be anything. Issues can be a feature request. It can be bug. It can be test cases. So that's they call it issues. Okay. So again, now there is complete right side which you have the information shows about the what's that issue is all about. Is it a task? Is it a bug? Is it a and even if it is, then what is trying to do? What we are trying to do with this. Okay, so that's the reason this Jira is divided into two different sidebars. You can see actually left side outermost left sidebar and the other sidebar is known as issues, and this the complete right side is actually the information related to that issues. Okay, now let's so here's the thing, right? Now since we created uh, in task, let's see, where is it? We have created in different projects, so let's go to that project. Now whenever you're done with that, okay, whenever you've let's say you've completed this task, okay, and you want to close this, right? Of course, if it's done, you want to close it. You don't want to keep it open, right? There's no point keeping it open. Now, once you have done it, you want to click on this and click on done. And okay, here you go. Let's see this. I want to refresh it. Okay, this is good. I mean, whenever you want to, whenever you are clicking done, this is okay, this is done. But you see, this task is actually, it's there itself. It's not really moving anywhere, right? It's not really, doing nothing. Okay, so it's just staying where actually it is. It's just in the project and it's doing nothing. So it's good. We don't want to worry about it. Okay, so let's create a bug pretty quick. We just create a bug here. Okay, again, how do you do that? Again, just one button. It's for everything, just one button. Over here is easy for everything. Whatever you're doing, even the business analyst, even if it's Scrum Master, even if it is developer tester, one button, create. And you want to check in the right project here. We want to see which project we're working on. Here now to create a bug. That's a defect. Okay. Now what's the defect is all about? Let's see. We just put the shipping handling issue. Okay, and put the description similar way. What you want to do. So what is trying? You want to give some information. What is this bug is all about? We want to write it. I'm trying to order in large quantities. Again, you don't want to leave it as it is because developer might not understand. It's like, what is this all about? Okay, they don't know what is this. Okay, so in that case, you want to put a screenshot. Always, screenshot is always important. Okay. we want to use this option to make sure what you're looking for. Now, priority, now just put it medium here. So here you don't find this option here, right? So you know what, we'll do one thing. First we'll create this issue, create. Now the issue is created. Okay, so where is it? Now let's navigate the project. Which project did we create? So that was this one, not this. Okay. Okay. Now here, once you create this, go ahead and click on edit. So here you'll be having options. Okay, now you have this option. Okay, drop and attach file. So make sure you put this attachment. Okay, and write some information. And for more information, okay. And this is owner of the defect will be fixing. You will be writing this information here. And here, what's the environment you're working on? We'll just put as test environment. Okay. And due date, of course, 23rd. We don't want to go beyond that. Assign. Who is the right person to work on this? Oh. So here, epic. If there is any epic link, go ahead and so this is like tags kind of. You can tag it here. And update. Again, you have this. You created this bug. Okay. But you need to change the status from to do to in progress. You cannot put it to do. Okay. Or maybe in review also you can do that. In review, just put it in review. So okay, this access you will not be having this in review access. This in review for the bug is for developer because developer checks that. Is it supposed to be in review? So once the developer gets this defect, now he looks at the defect, okay, this is a defect, and then he changes to in review. So normally you will not be having access to in review. Okay. And you can come again. We have similar functionality here. You can comment. You want to comment? What's the defect is all about. I want to put it right. If you want to quote some information. Okay, want to put some information for it. It's just it's just for everyone looks at this, what they're trying to say and what's going on. So maybe your boss wants to know information about this defect. What's happening to that defect? You want to put some information as per the conversation from developers. So you need to talk with the development team and what's going on with this and why is this issue. Once you've got talk to them, they will say some information like is what issue and what feature is this. And they'll tell you, okay, so it is going into this release, okay, so on. So let's click on this, add. Okay, so you have added some information and you have also attached this file. They'll look into this file, just look screenshot and what exactly, and they'll fix this issue. Okay, once then once this issue gets into the hands of developer, they will change this status in review. Once it gets to them, uh, they will send it back, and then you need to click on done. Okay, so that's the thing. Any questions in this? And if you want to edit, here is the thing. You can edit. Okay, so whatever is located here, so you can edit here, which you have the options in the left sidebar. Okay, you can edit whatever is as there are many people who will be creating. Okay, a lot of people might be creating or maybe not. See, this Jira is good for small teams. Why? Because now not many people will be creating, not many people will be working on this. Let's say this is a user story, this project is a user story, and not everyone will be working on it. So, and it's good because if a lot of people are working, you don't know which defect is here. So you need to note it down. Is it defect number 8 or defect number 3 and so on. Okay. So because lot of issues will be there, lot of features requests will be there, lot of things will be there here. So you don't want to get confused. Okay, so what is what is what, and where did my eye open? Where did those guys open? So a lot of things. So that's the reason it's not it's not a very good idea to have a large team for Jira. So if you are having large teams, use Rally, because the Rally has a better functionality to if you are using lot of people are writing here, so you can view this right here just under this test cases or just under this tab. But really here it gets pretty confusing if a lot of people are adding a lot of things. Okay, so that's the reason this is good for small teams who are one tester, one developer, one Scrum Master. That's good. We're not one. Okay, you can have 2 to 3 developers, but tester should be one. We're using this. Okay, so you get less confusion. Okay, so so this is it. I mean, this is how you can create. And let's say you want to close this. Right? Okay. So let's say you review it, found the issue, and they fix the issue, and it's no more issue. Then you want to click as done, right? So click on done. Okay. Okay. Now you know what? Just I want to see this. What's happening here? I want to refresh this. So does anyone note it down the defect number? Okay. So that was defect number 8. Okay. Let's go back here on the story. So that's gone from this place. You see this? There is no defect here. Why? Because when you click on done, that means that defect is moved somewhere else. We don't know where did it move, why really they require like feature, but that moved. Okay, but if you see this feature, I mean this task didn't move. Okay, you know what? Let's see this again. No, we have created the task in a different project. You see this, the task is done, but it's really there. Okay, it's really there, or this to move. Okay, so I think this is still there here. Okay, so it's so it's moved. So let's see where actually this is moved. Okay, so we'll just really quickly check, because this will. So let's say you have open an issue and developer fixed that issue and you have closed it. Now it's gone completely. It is moved somewhere else. Okay, and you want to see that defect, but if you really don't know where to find it, so you need to go, click on issues and click on that, and go to this. Oh, such issue. See this. Oh, good. So here, when you go ahead and click on issues and search for issues, you need to see here there are a lot of things. See, not even just defects, but even tasks are moved here. So everything what is done is moved here. Okay, where exactly is here? This is located in issues section. Okay, and whenever you see this, either you go ahead and click on reported by me, or you can go ahead and click a search for issues. You can do it's better to report it by me. Reported by me is good. Search for issues will be a lot of issues, because you know what the difference is. Whenever you are trying to do report by me, it gets queried based on your username, whatever the username is there, and search issues is for everyone in the whole company. Okay, that will show up. Yes, you don't want to do that because that will be unnecessary information. And so here you have this again. This Jira has some typical functionality. You have this left sidebar where you have this filter. You can add this filter. And reported by me, you want to go ahead and click on reported by me. Okay, good. Now once you do that, now here you see this, you know what, this is the issue which we close right now, defect number 8. You can find this here, right here. And if you want to reopen, you can do that, reopen. But really, it's reopen is not really, you don't have to reopen. If you want to use, you can open it a new one. But let's say if you accidentally closed that, or accidentally you forgot it, in that case you want to search it and reopen. That's the only option. Otherwise, once it's closed, let's say it has been 3 months, it's been 3 months or 4 months, the defect is gone, you have closed it, but let's say that defect suddenly appears from nowhere. Okay, in that case you want to create a new one, unless your lead says no, just reopen it. Otherwise, we can reopen too. So here you have all done issues. You can view this done issues. You can view this created recently. Now we have created 2 this task and bar, so that's what is showing up recently. And if there's any resolved issues, since resolved any updates, so all the filters you can view it right here. So where is this? It is in issues option, because once you have completed, it's no more in this project. Unlike Jira, unlike Rally, you have this issue. Even if it is completed in the defects, right, it will stay right there. It doesn't move anywhere. There is an option to move. You see this? But just says like status. It's open, closed, or submitted. But the problem here is with this is once this issue is closed, it's completely moved out from that project. Okay. So in that case, you want to go ahead and click on issues and want to see what are my issues, where exactly I'm open. Okay, so that is one thing. And import is you can import it. If you have any issues here, you can import it from CSV. That should be in CSV file, and you need to import it. You can do that. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, so that's about this, creating your task and creating your bugs in the Jira. Any questions so far? So I'll be giving you access to this Jira, so you can go ahead and practice it. Okay, it's really not very much. If you know Rally good, this is this will be easy because you already know one thing, right? So this should not be a big deal. Just go ahead and click or something, and you can create it. Okay, and here the only problem with this is, what, you don't have this reports. Do you see any reports? Unlike Rally, you have this report option, and you can generate reports. A lot of reports here, right? In this charts, and a lot of burn-on charts, and I really don't see any reports here. If you can see, just let me know, because I don't think can create reports from here, but let's quickly check here. Maybe it requires some plugin. Okay, once you have this plugin, right? Maybe you can do that. You can create reports based on text, reports based on what project you're working on, reports based on tasks. Okay, but this is one drawback here, which you cannot generate the reports directly from here. Oh, here you go. You should click on reports. So reports are important. Okay, here you go. You have this reports, and let's see. You can, yeah, you have. So the only problem here is you cannot customize it. Okay, let's say if you have this burn down chart. Now, okay, so we get this, oh, not that. Yeah. So here you don't have many options. Want to see this? But here, unlike Rally, here you can, what you can do is you can email the reports directly from Rally, but here you don't have this. Maybe you want to save image and you send it. It has a one option you can do it, and you can create custom report. Okay, this. You have this only these options, but here you can create your own custom reports. And new. Here, here you don't have really as such of creating a custom reports. Here you can create based on your what data you want, how it want to broken down into can add a number of data and how you want to break it, and you want to add some filters. What kind of filters you want to use? If you want to grouping and so you have a lot of options, right? Here we don't have many. You have to you have only these reports, and okay, you have to see. Only these reports you can generate what is shown up here. So here you get this pie chart, showing what's the report. So this is how, this is not very interactive. It's not very interactive, but still you have the option of creating reports too. So I guess you have reports to all of the projects, not just one. Okay, good. We have this. So that's how you also can generate reports. Any questions so far? If this is useful for the management perspective when they want to see this report. Really, you cannot send this through email. You need to save it, or yeah, you need to save it or take a screenshot. You can only do that. Yeah, but you cannot send it through email. They don't really have that option yet. Okay. So that's it about this Jira. I will be giving you access by today. You can view this. You can just you can just have a look. Take some time and take some, because you can also, once you get used to this, it will be easy for you, for your, for the sake of understanding. So you know what to do whenever you get a new project, go ahead, you know what to do, how to create test cases, how to create bug, okay, so on. So, okay, if no one has any questions, can we close this class for today? So tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we'll discuss pretty quick on HPLM. Okay, that's two in test management two. Okay, we'll go through that pretty quick, and so okay. So yeah, thank you guys.